So I'm taking a walk in my just apartment complex because I do this at least once a day just to get out and like actually feel the air and whatnot. I don't know, nature. But I wanted to start doing a couple of just like talking videos. I'm gonna put it up on IGTV and YouTube. But it's in response to the post I made yesterday, where it was just sharing that simple graphic of stability versus mobility and which joints should be seeking stability and mobility. And the title of this video is going to be Dogma, because I had a couple of people and a couple of them that I actually like really respect, and a lot of agree with a lot of their points. But the problem with reactionary stuff on Instagram is generally like we will see an image and have no context behind it and no idea as to where the actual poster is coming from. I'm sorry if the wind is crazy, but then people commented and were like, well, this is an oversimplification. You can't apply this to like most individuals. Like both joints need to be stable and mobile. And it's like, yes, okay, they do. Joints need range of motion. Almost every joint has some degree of range of motion on the human body. But there are joints that people tend to seek mobility from that they shouldn't. The lower back, the neck, the knee. And that was my whole analogy, or my purpose of saying squeezing water from a rock. Because if you make the ankle artificially mobile through putting Olympic lifting heels on, and then you rely on a larger range of motion from the knee, you are taking stability away from the knee. And I get what people are saying, where it's like, this is an oversimplification, you can't post this, it doesn't make sense, blah blah blah, you know. But I would posit to those individuals maybe that posting something like that is going to make a novice lifter that has no idea what the fuck you're talking about and has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about half the time, is going to look at that and be like, wait a minute, I've been foam rolling my lower back trying to get a bigger arch on the bench. Does this mean that I shouldn't do that? And then that post, while being an oversimplification, yes, it is an oversimplification, it will spur them to seek out knowledge and ask a question and be like, wait, I shouldn't be mobile here? No, man, you shouldn't be mobile there. A little bit. But then it's going to spur them to actually think about and investigate why they should be seeking out T-spine mobility for a better arch on the bench press, and the activation and proper kinesthetic awareness of all of the muscles related to the scapula and the shoulder girdle to make their ribs as high as possible and make their arch as big as possible through their chest and their ribs and their T-spine rather than the lumbar. Because if you seek mobility from a joint that wants to be more stable than mobile, you're going to mess up proprioception, muscle activation, just lots of stuff are just going to get a little fucking weird. And you can do it. You can do it for a long time. Look at the IPF lifters that don't like to actually like think about how they're lifting and just be like, nah, knee valgus is fine. Fucking ankle collapse is fine. Like, this is fine. They like to do that because it works. It works for a while, but then they start getting fucked up. And then you look at the mature IPF lifters who have pristine form, who have had pristine form, may have not started out like that, but then they get busted up and then they realize that they have to fix their shit a little bit. And that's a whole nother topic. But the purpose of this video is just like thinking about Dogma, you know? Like, we get stuck in our ways and we like to see things where we find what we're looking for. So if we're on Instagram and we look for people posting like, this is the end-all be-all way to do this shit, we're going to go on our Instagram and we're going to fucking tap on our phone and be like, fuck you, man, this is not the only way. But when you find somebody like me who likes having a lot of different perspectives, maybe, just maybe, you can see through this shit and you can realize that if you post something like that, you can just start a conversation. And you can actually just have people start thinking and seeking out different ways for them to move, for them to feel better, for them to actually be safer and stronger and just a better power lifter or a better strength athlete or a better fucking random gym goer. So don't get hung up on this is not the way, my way is the way, or this is too simple to be correct, because it isn't correct. It's not 100% correct, but it's not 100% wrong either. And if you focus on the manner in which it is correct, and you focus on the manner in which it can be discussed in how it's wrong, and then you actually take part in that discussion, then holy fuck, maybe we learned something. And if you think about it, that's the purpose of all the shit us stupid ass coaches post on Instagram. So that's my rant today. I'm gonna walk back. It's fucking cold out here.